What do you think ruined the dating market, men or women?
I don't want to sound like a pick-me,
Social
but
media.
I think it's females. First of all, girls is just so okay with being a side piece. So I feel like it's just pussy everywhere, especially if you got money. So I feel like if women were not okay with cheating, there will be more faithful men out there.
Who do I think ruined the social media, or who do I think ruined the dating market? There was a woman in the background, I don't know if y'all heard, but she said social media.
What do you think ruined the dating market, men or women?
I don't want to sound like a pick-me,
Social media.
And I agree with that point. But let me speak on what old girl was just saying. She was saying that women are okay with being side pieces. She is speaking about the men that are the top tier men, not the experience. I hate when women make those type of statements like that's the experience for the everyday man. Like, the everyday average man struggles with getting a woman, just one woman. So for them, a woman being a side piece, most men don't deal with those type of issues. She is referring to the rappers, the NBA players, the actors, the dudes that's getting a lot of money. That's who she is referring to. And a lot of times women in their heads, they confuse those guys with everyday other guys with the 97 percenters. That's not the same situation. I feel like there's two things that have ruined the dating market. I think dating apps / social media. Also think men have ruined the dating market. And let's speak on the men real quick, right? You know, as men, what you gotta understand, as the men, you are the prize. You're the prize because at the end of the day, most women, or a lot of women, they want a dude that's better than them. And usually they want a dude that's doing better than them financially. They want a dude that they can learn something from. They want a dude that can lead. And if you are the leader, if you're the alpha of the pack, if you're the dude that's paying, if you're the person that's paying most of the bills, I'm not gonna say all of the bills because nowadays you need multiple incomes, but if you're paying most of the bills, then you are the prize. Because if not, a woman doesn't want a guy that's making necessarily less than her, or a guy that she has to lead, because then now she is the prize. So Josh, how does this correlate with us? You know, with the way women look nowadays, you know what I'm saying? They got some fat back there, they got these up here, the way they do their makeup, the way they, you know what I'm saying, they know how to take the selfies at the certain angles and things like that. And that causes a lot of men to chase and go after women. Therefore, it's making it seem like the women are the prize. And us men, most men, I would say every 8 out of 10 men are chasing women. Therefore, women don't have to do anything, because if they go to their DMs, or if they go to their messages on Tinder, or if they go to their messages on Snapchat, to their messages on Twitter, it's gonna be flooded with dudes. Remember, I just made a video, we call those perceived options. And this is what messes up the game, because as a man, you are the prize. So that women in the video, she's not referring to everyday dudes. She's referring to guys that have built themselves up. She's referring to the little babies, the futures, the, you know what I'm saying, the LeBron James. That's who she's referring to. She's not referring to everyday Joe, everyday Matthew, everyday Bob. She's not referring to those type of dudes. Women act the way they do because of us. Women act the way they do because we're so busy chasing women, trying to prove ourselves to them and trying to get one, instead of trying to chase our purpose and our craft. Because to be honest, if every man chased their purpose and chased their craft and had standards for themselves and standards for the women that came into their life, women would have to up their game. Imagine if all men stopped chasing. Think about that. Think about if no man was in these women's DMs, no man were in these women's OnlyFans, no man was in these Hinge and Tinder and Bumble dating app messages. Imagine if no man was in their messages. Women would have to up their game. They couldn't no longer rely on their looks. They would have to work on themselves. But when we are flooding their inboxes and chasing them, and literally all men stopped chasing women, and we had requirements and standards for ourselves and what we required in our women and things of that nature, then we would be up here and they would have to up their game. If not, they wouldn't get anything. But we make it easy for them. But yet we complaining in the comments about how, nah, all women just want a thug, or women want a 6'6" dude. But you part of the problem. And if you don't think you're part of the problem, that's part of the problem. See, the problem with the world right now is that we need more masculinity. You know, we need more men being men. A lot of us men, we're sissies now. We weak. You know what I'm saying? We don't know how to, we ain't got standards for ourselves. We let the women control us. We don't know how to go after what we want in life. We drifting. You know, we don't got no purpose. Our purpose is chasing her. That's what most of us do. And I was part of that problem. I was part of that problem for years. But what happened to me one day is I started to work on myself. I started to see there was more in life than just to chase the next woman that came around. I started to see, dang, if I focus on myself, I can attract people to me instead of trying to go chase it. Because anything you're chasing, think about it, is running away from you. If you're chasing something, think about when you was a kid and the pit bull got loose and started chasing you and your friends. You're running away from something that's chasing you because you don't want it. And that's what these women are doing to us men. They're running away from us because they don't want you. They don't want you. They want those other guys. While you're chasing them, they're running after other guys. So literally you trying to hawk them down and they trying to hawk the dude down that they really want. And it goes back to your standards for yourself. This woman hasn't did anything except exist. And you paying for all these dates. You blowing her line up every day. You already telling her that you love her. You already telling her that you ain't met nobody like her before. You already telling her, man, I see a future with you. You doing all these things and she hasn't did anything. And those are the type of things that messes up the dating game. Get what she was saying about women are willing to be side pieces. That's not reality for most dudes. So I hate when women say stuff like that because that's not reality. Most men are struggling just to get one. So for you to sit here and say, oh, nah, women are being, nah. And I understand what she's saying. I understand what she's saying, but that does not apply to most men. Most of us men, we're struggling because we're chasing women. We're chasing women, and remember, how you get somebody is how you're gonna keep them. So if you chase somebody and you actually caught her, you caught her and got her, well, guess what? Within that relationship or situationship or whatever it is, you're gonna have to continue to chase her. But check this out. It's better when you chase your purpose and you chase your craft and you focus on yourself and you got hobbies and you hang out with your friends, hang out with your family, and you have a life of your own and you attract somebody to you and she invests into you, she believes in you, she don't give you attitude, she's nurturing, she's feminine, she wanna see you win, she wanna have your kids. That's what it should look like. Not when you gotta chase somebody down because she got something fat back there and now she got an attitude, she got an attitude, she wants you to take you to all these expensive days and if y'all not traveling, you can't hang out with her. She makes it difficult for you to see her. That's what most men experience. And I don't deal with women like that. I deal with women that I attract to me. I deal with women who are interested in me because it's a waste of time to deal with somebody who's not interested in you. That's what messes up the game.
This is why it's so important to like who likes you. It prevents you from hurting yourself. And let me show you what that means. I remember one time I was talking to this female. I really was liking on her, trying to shoot my shot. She kept talking about she didn't have time to date. She was always working. She always had some kind of excuse why we couldn't kick it, right? So in the midst of all that, guess what I get hit with? My partner come to me and say, man, girl that you was shooting it with, she pregnant. I say, she was pregnant? But I thought she didn't have time. And you know what they hit me with? That made me realize something. Boom. People only have time for what they really want to do. So, moral of the story is that people that want you want to see you. People that need time with you, they're going to make time for you.
And that's a fact. At the end of the thing is, it's more easier said than done. I get it. But you got to pay attention to what people are. This is not just women, but people in general. People will make time for what they want to do. So when a woman, I was texting a woman last week trying to set up a date and she texted me back hours later. She was like, hey, I just had a busy day and it's been a busy week. I don't care about none of that because in my head, I've had a busy week too. You know what I'm saying? I've had to do a lot of things too. So I'm not going saying that I've had a busy week, I can't. So to me, what do? I don't even respond. I walk away. Power of walking away. Because my thing is, obviously you're not that interested in me. Because if you was really interested in me, you'll take that time to make some time for me. Just like I told you a couple months back with the girl that she found out her dad had cancer, and she texted me. And of course I thought it was cat when she texted me, but then she was like, you know, I still want to meet up with you. So what I'm saying is, women will move mountains for you when they like you. And when they don't like you, they make excuses. And the thing is, a lot of us men, we haven't experienced dealing with women who actually like us. So we don't, or we have, but it's not what we want. Most men haven't dealt with a woman they want, and the woman wants them too. That's what I mean. I'm not talking about that 4 or 5 that wants you and it's super easy. I'm talking about a woman that is an 8 or 9 in your eyes, or a 10, and you wanted her and she wanted you too, and she made it, I'm not gonna say easy for you, but she didn't make it difficult for you. Most men haven't experienced that. So again, we're dealing with women who don't want us. And that's what causes this cycle of women doing what they're doing, because men have to step up and be men. Stop dealing with women who don't want you. Deal with women who make it easy for you. Deal with women who don't text you back 10 hours later. Because we all know women are on their phone 24/7. Everybody's on their phone 24/7. So texting somebody back 8 hours later saying, oh, I've had a busy day, I had a busy week, you know, did we plan a date for, man, get out of here with that crap. I'm not even trying to deal with that. And don't even get me started with the social media and dating apps. We know how that is. When it comes to social media, that's just made women have more perceived options. We all understand that. And then also too, and like that girl said in the video, it does mess up the dating game, because now women have access to men they never had access to before. They can just DM Lil Baby. And you know what I'm saying? Back in the 70s, you couldn't just DM, you know, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. You couldn't just DM Magic Johnson back in the 70s. You just couldn't DM Al Green. Like, you couldn't do that back then. But now women have access to everybody. It's a small world now with social media. So that's what makes it tough for most men, because women don't have to no longer just stick to where they live at, your individual counties. Now you got access to Instagram, where you have access to the whole world. We just got to continue to focus on our craft, focus on building ourselves, not messing with women who don't want us, that make it difficult for us, because when you do that, you're just continuing the cycle of what's going on right now. So continue to focus on yourself and only deal with women who want to deal with you. That's it. Have standards for yourself. Don't be chasing some women who is hitting you with maybe, we'll see, I don't know. Nah, don't do that, because if LeBron hit her up, or Chris Brown hit her up, or a Lil Baby hit her up, or Lil Durk hit her up, she gonna be like, yeah, I'll be there Friday, 2 o'clock, I'll let you know when I'm on the way. Versus with you, she texting you, oh, I'll see, I gotta check my schedule, can I get back to you on Friday? Nah, we ain't dealing with none of that. All right, guys, that's my video for today, man. I appreciate you guys for coming over to the channel. Guys, make sure you continue to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel, and I'm gone.